My anticipation for this film has really drastically changed over the last 3 months. I wasn't particularly excited for it. Then I saw the first trailer and I was confused, but also enthralled. Then the second one, I was like, damn. And the second one was basically the final trailer. They've only put out 2 trailers as far as I remember. It just blew me away. I was like, I need to see this film. It's the most anticipated film of the year so far. Well, for the year left. I mean, Endgame was number 1, obviously. But, you know, for the rest of the year, this is basically it. This is the one film I'm really, really hyped about. So, these are a couple of TV spots, I think. It's only like a minute long, this clip. Let's get to it. Let's see if they give any new footage. Any spicy little bits. Let's get to it. Let's go.
What's your name?
My name's Arthur.
Well, there's something special about you, Arthur, I can tell. Where you from?
I live right here in the city with my mother. She says I was put here to spread joy and laughter.
What's so funny?
She always tells me to smile and put on a happy face.
See, that's just creepy, man.
Rated R.
Oh. Oh. That's legit creepy. Like, oh, again.
Stay down, freak.
Freak. Oh.
Rated
Wow. All right, that was a bit creepy, that last one. I mean, he's done this thing a couple of times now, I think. When I saw it, it reminded me of another scene from the other trailers where he like put his hands like this and was like coming in on himself. I don't know, small things like that just make it even weirder, you know? It's those small ticks that freak you out just a little bit more. Man, I don't think this is going to be a scary film, but I think it might be R-rated, so I'm probably going to expect some blood. There's probably going to be drugs involved somewhere. But the blood specifically, there has to be if this is going to be R-rated. I just hope it's not a letdown, because I wasn't that hyped for it, and then I became more and more excited about this film. And the reviews that came out over the last 2 weeks have been super, super stellar. Like, everyone is loving it. But the recent reviews that have come out, people are saying that it's not so good. I haven't read the reviews. I've just read, like, the headline. I've not read the actual whole articles, because that would spoil shit. Don't want that. But, yeah, apparently people have gone a bit cold on it. Some reviewers. Now, obviously, the critics don't know everything. We find this out every time a major blockbuster comes out, or every other time one comes out, where people disagree with the critics vehemently. And whether this is going to be, like, in the middle, or it's going to be very anti what the critics say, I don't know, because it seems like most of the critics do like it, and then there are some who don't, which is just the way it works. Obviously, no film is generally universally loved. I suppose, like, the original Lion King, it's pretty universally loved. Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah, but very few films, most people are just like, that's a great film. So, obviously, there's going to be some discourse and divide as to whether the film is good or bad. I just hope that the critics who are saying it's good are indeed correct. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then the Joker himself will come after you, alright, man? He's a nutter. Well, I don't know if I can say that anymore. It's not really, because he is actually mad, potentially. It might not be PC for me to say he's a nutter. We live in an odd world. But he'll come after you. You don't want that. You really don't. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic. You have been great. I'll see you next time. Skadoosh.